Welcome back to SSE, browser issues notwithstanding.
Well, it's not even browser, it's the site
YouTube.
itself.
It's YouTube.
Anyway, squee time! Somewhere
Okay,
else.
that was a better one. So I'm happy.
Everybody, meet legendary action hero, Solid Snake. Once again, voiced by David Hayter, who obviously loved the game. I mean, seriously. It's one thing for a voice actor to play a game and like it. It's another thing for a voice actor who voices a character in said game to like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Usually,
David Hayter and Hideo Kojima, the master of the Metal Gear series, were both very pleased with how Snake was handled in this game.
Despite the lack of firearms.
Yes.
Well, Nintendo markets their games to kids. When you market games to kids, the moral guardians will try to rip your balls off if you put even a toe out of line.
I thought 4 Kids was bad.
Well,
4
even
Kids was
then,
just
some
intentionally
parents-
stupid.
I mean,
That was no moral guardian issue. 4 Kids was being stupid on purpose.
I mean, I know I'm talking about the whole thing with the whole Dratini episode being banned.
Yeah. Well, even then, I know of some parents who actually banned the use of Snake in the game for their kids. They're like, if I see you playing as him, the game's going up.
That's just stupid.
That's lazy parenting.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You shouldn't be allowed to breed if you're going to be doing that. That's dumb.
anyways, Snake doing what he does best. Hiding like a pussy. But it doesn't work with Lucario in the room. He doesn't look too harmful. Well,
Giant dog and a huge beach ball with a sword.
I think I handled them. Those guys, not so much. Enemy encountered, commencing attack.
No.
This Snake. Why am I stuck with these guys? Gotta get some evac.
No, Snake, you have to finish the mission. Damn it, Otacon!
I'm not even gonna begin trying to decipher the backstory. It's about as bad as Metroid is. And
The Metal Gear series is more convoluted than Metroid.
Yes.
It's had a head start on convolution compared to Metroid. Metroid only got really messed up with other M.
Like we've said, like I've said before, the only person I know who had any sense of it is no longer with us.
sadly.
And the reason I do my squeak.
Yeah. Anyway, this is called...
Blues.
Yeah.
Well, Katie, I guess we can say this much. At least they're not smiled.
At least they're not heaven smiles.
Oh, no. The guy I'm thinking of is worse.
I was thinking of Killer 7.
Yeah, I know you were.
I mean, now that game is messed up. Then again, what do you expect? It's from Suda 51. Anyway, oh great, more Dark Corridors. Apparently the organization is still alive and kicking.
Yeah, we forgot to make that reference when they first showed up, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, then again, I wouldn't be surprised. It's if with Nomura in charge, I wouldn't be surprised.
True.
Thanks, Nomura.
Memories. Me.
Although I still have to laugh at the hosing that goes on in Dream Drop Distance.
We're not gonna say it.
No, I'm just gonna keep laughing about it. I'm not gonna give him any hints.
Everyone, play the game yourself once it comes out in this.
I'm just saying, someone is getting hosed hard, and you're gonna laugh.
3 guesses as to who. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
One of them isn't gonna count.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't mention it. Adam is not good at editing.
No, it's not that. It's just that. No, actually, I am when it really counts.
It's just
It's
don't
just,
want it.
it's just that for the sake of our audience and for the sake of this channel's safety, we don't want it being spoiled.
True, when you
Yeah,
did
we
Dark
don't
Side
need
Chronicles.
somebody having a hissy fit.
Yeah, when you did Dark Side Chronicles, the PR team said, "Sure, free advertising. Go ahead, play the game at the opening day." The Dev team pissed on you and them.
But then we got everything resolved, and I got that copyright strike voided.
And
Of
then
course, that was back
chaos.
before Capcom became completely unreasonable, not unlike Square Enix.
Yeah.
Although I really can't blame Squeenix for the mishap that got our channel knocked out, because it wasn't their fault. It was the knuckleheads that loaned them a singer for KH2 that was causing the problem.
Which even she said that, hey, I really don't care.
Yeah, but that's the thing with media labels. You are property. Even if you say, sure, use this, they can basically tell you to screw off and say, no, you can't.
Of course, saying this will probably get us in trouble.
We're not mentioning names. All we mentioned was Squeenix, and that's it.
Yeah, it might be well
Yeah.
known, but at the same time, they really can't do anything.
Not to mention that they will get on your case if you post endings of their games. In most recent games, that is.
Well, I've said this before. You really want to wait about a month.
No, I mean, no, even if you wait a month, a month or a year. Prime example. The third birthday. Ragnarok Seeker tried to upload the ending of the third birthday. It got banned. The video got banned. Yeah. So, yeah. That's a prime example right there.
Well, that's really intolerant. Most other companies are okay after about a month or two.
Yeah. Which is
But
why...
then again, Square isn't known for being nice. Look at 13-2.
Yeah. And the troll ending we got.
Yeah, the ending in 13-2 was just a big, giant middle finger. Not to mention that, but Caius Ballad basically schooled Kefka on Final Fantasy villainy. Because he is now the only villain who pulled off the entire scheme 100% and walked away laughing.
That's a feat that only
Not even
God...
Kefka was able to pull that off.
He came close, but not quite.
No, he pulled it off, but he didn't live to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Not to mention, right after he croaked, things started getting undone. I want to see what Square's writers are going to pull out of their butts to reverse the crap that happened in 13-2.
Well, I guess there's a DLC, so...
Well...
All the
Yeah.
DLC did was just make things even more hopeless by killing off more people. Not to mention, it made you...
Hey, I know those cages.
Not to mention... Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's an enemy in there that you don't see anywhere else.
Well, once we get...
Oh,
You think of the enemy...
I'm not... I'm alt tabbing, and I'm thinking we're farther ahead in the video.
I'm kind of doing that too, but I'm not doing much because the thing I need to really think. Marissa meeting adult Flandre. They're going, wait, what? I just saw little you not that long ago. What the heck?
Anyway, since we're,
Live journal.
since we're fighting against two shadow clones of the princesses, why don't we have Snake handle this?
Yes, the ladies' man can take care of this.
Although, in all honesty, Snake prefers to be alone so that he doesn't... So that others that he cares about won't get hurt.
Yes.
Did I-
It's not you. It's my enemies. Big Snake. Big Boom.
Only
Bigger
one-
bang.
only-
Bigger bang.
one knockout.
Freezy.
These princesses are anything but regal. Fail.
Well, Peach is definitely the more ladylike of the two. Zelda loves to get into the mix. I mean, even in Twilight Princess, she was ready to fight. And it's implied she took out quite a few Twilight fiends along with her soldiers.
But
Her only fault is that she's unwilling to make sacrifices.
Yeah. Well, that sucks.
Stay here.
he's like, wow.
Zelda is like, okay. But no, Peach is like, okay. Zelda's like, no, that doesn't sit with me.
How fitting. We got a Riolu as a Lucario. Snake joined your team. But no, I think we need to give the ladies some love too.
Yes.
But sadly, this will be the last time I actually play as the ladies, because from here on out, no, there's still one bit of Samus left. Hey, Sheik. Must say, I do like the updated look.
Yes, this is based on concept art for a Sheik that was going to be in Twilight Princess. See, Zelda was originally going to be more active in Twilight Princess the way she was in Ocarina of Time, but
no.
That didn't work out. I guess they didn't figure out how that was going to work. Especially after what she pulls midway through the game.
I think it's safe to say it. She pretty much said.
Yeah, about halfway through Twilight Princess, Zelda technically dies,
saving Midna in the process.
Yeah.
It's been long enough. I think we can say that much.
Yeah. And of course, she ends up being a puppet for Ganondorf.
I mean, in Wind Waker, Ganondorf's not all that evil. He's mean, but he's not what I'd call pure evil. As if to further the foil factor between Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, Ganondorf in Twilight Princess is really, really evil.
Oh, I mean, he ought to be. He's the freaking king of evil.
In Ocarina of Time, taking into context what he says in Wind Waker, he seems well-meaning but very rough in his methods. By Twilight Princess, he's just flat out evil.
And of course, it's heavily implied that the Ganondorf in each of the games he's seen in is the same one. Yeah, he remembers each and every defeat. So I wouldn't blame him for getting so righteously pissed off at Twilight Princess.
Well, in Twilight Princess, that's actually only his second time dealing with a Link.
True, the first time was Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, Ocarina is where the entire timeline diverges.
Yeah, it begins with Skyward Sword, and then of course an unknown point in time, and then of course, well, by unknown point in time, I of course mean we have no idea how much time passed. Yeah, there's a common theory that ever since Ocarina of Time, there have been like 2 distinct timelines.
Well, actually, Nintendo finally got their crap together, and there are 3. See, bottom second right. You never see that enemy anywhere else but there. Anyway, they got their crap together. They made an official timeline. Lansoon commented on it a couple months back. There are 3 timelines.
Yikes.
One, the adult timeline. Ganondorf returns after getting his butt kicked and the world is flooded. Wind Waker, Minish Cap, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. All those games fall into that.
Basically, the Toon Link timeline.
Child timeline.
Is just...
Link goes back to his proper era and shuts the door of time. Ganondorf never gets his hands on the Triforce, and instead gets executed an indeterminate length of time later. But Din was feeling ornery that day, so she gave him the Triforce of Power anyway. Rafflepones, the 6 sages, gets trapped in the Twilight Realm, rest is history. That's the second timeline. Third timeline. Link dies.
Well,
That's the timeline where you'll find Link to the Past and the NES games.
Mm-hmm. So, chronologically, Link's Awakening is the last title in the timeline.
Link's Awakening and Zelda 2. Zelda 2, actually, is the last game on that timeline, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably. Oh, well, maybe.
I'd have to double check Land's video to be sure.
Seriously, a story, a timeline that is split into 3. I mean, wow.
What's more, what the hellish is the fact that the third timeline is a split where you, the player, fail.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's never been. I can't think of any time that's been done before. Where the timeline actually includes an option for the player to have failed.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more. I'd like to see more series do that. Actually.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, careful.
Sheik is not good with double jumping or recovery.
No.
Zelda's a little more efficient with it due to the fact that, well, her up B has, like, tremendous reach.
Mm-hmm. But whereas Sheik is more combat oriented.
Well, Sheik is more about speed. Ooh, barrel.
And of course, Peach kicking up.
This is classic Peach. Walking around completely oblivious to everything around her.
It's sure having one massive blonde moment.
Yes, I was about to say.
Oh. Ooh. A weakness in the combo cannon, eh? So what do? Fire at the reactor? Why not?
Oh, no you don't!
I mean, for all we know, it connects directly to the reactor, a la Star Wars.
Hi.
See, one problem with that. Zelda and Peach are friends.
Yes.
Yikes. And now, for something more offbeat. Tea time!
Where did you get that, Peach?
Where did Zelda get that?
Yeah!
Why question it? It's a break in the action.
Then again,
Why?
Peach is an accomplished low-level magician. She probably pulled it out of Hammerspace.
Probably
True.
so.
She knows a bit of magic. Just not enough to really fight Bowser. Even Bowser himself isn't a master mage, but he still woefully outclasses Peach.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, he's never really captured her with the intent to hurt her, but he could overpower her in an instant if he had to.
Mm.
He wouldn't like it, but he'd do it. Game & Watch.
No, these are no ordinary Game & Watches.
These are made
From
out of shadow bugs.
Yeah, Game & Watch is the source of the shadow bugs. Of course, you're told this due to trophy descriptions.
More ancient than even Mario himself. An ancient relic of a time primordial.
And now we gotta fight Duan. This is
Peach, she's dusting herself off.
Yeah, Duan is a rather troublesome boss.
If you're doing boss battles on a higher difficulty, this is probably the guy that's going to kill you.
Either him, or perhaps Porky.
Over and over and over again.
Porky's pretty predictable. This guy, not so much. He's got attacks that have he's got multiple attacks that have the exact same wind-up, or a wind-up so fast you have to be, like, FPS reaction time good to...
It's kind of funny that Snake using the screw...
Story.
It's kind of funny that Snake is using the screw attack.
Wait, what did you say, Glide?
Or Satori.
Ooh, but
very funny.
But there's one thing you can do. Direct his missiles back at it.
Yes, if you have a reflector. I can always count on Glide to make the Toho joke.
Actually, no, that's for lasers. But if you...
And the Mother Boys can actually use their Psi Magnet to eat those bullets. But yeah, if I don't make the Toho jokes, I can always count on Glide to make them.
Especially since I roleplay Tohos now, I am like... Well, especially since
I mean,
play
Morpheus got me into Toho by accident, and then I ended up getting Glide and Zero into it full tilt.
Yeah.
It's a vicious cycle. One of these days, Adam, you're gonna get caught in it too.
Yeah, but the problem is I got too little time on my hands. Oof.
I still play.
Yeah, my only weakness is that I can't play the games. They murder me.
Uh-huh. It's over!
Now, I admit I play on easy. But,
Easy modo. Only kids play on easy modo.
And no, Game & Watch is the only character in this game to not get a proper title card. Unlike everyone else.
Indignant Peach is indignant.
And of course, yeah, he's old,
And yet she is easily amused.
not to mention he knows royalty when he sees it.
Ah, so good to have my ship back. Enough of these black clouds.
Hooray!
Yay! Toad!
Yep. And now we enter the Subspace Bomb Factory.
Oh boy.
Going straight into the heart of the matter. Okie dokie, here you go. Intruder alert! Yep, back with Sammy and Pikachu.
Now, I mentioned once Samus deploys that you can hold the shield button and she'll drop her armor when she spawns. Another way to do this is to rapidly tap up and down on the control pad. She'll taunt a few times and then disengage her armor, which will also become 3 or 4 pieces that you can pick up and chuck at enemies. They do about half the impact of the hammer.
Yikes.
I did say half the impact of the hammer. They're not that powerful.
Even so, at 50%, that's still potent.
It's not going to be enough to smash people across the stage unless they've got a really high percentage.
True.
And we have a Club Funk version of Old Norfair.
Yeah. Lame.
It's got an okay beat, but Norfair music isn't meant to be subtle.
And of
Or
all
slow.
And of all the people to remix it, it was Yuzo Koshiro, the composer of ActRaiser, Wise, and Streets of Rage.
ActRaiser. I remember that game. Pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of a Simish, a little bit of SimCity-ish aspect, along with being a classic beat 'em up.
Also having RPG elements too, if I remember correctly. Anyway, more primitives with lightsabers.
Sword Primed.
Well, they're very lacking in the Force. So much so it's pathetic. Whee! Anyway, more treasure boxes to open up. I think there was actually one treasure I missed in the second Bomb Factory level. I didn't know about until later, after I beat the game. Yes, I beat the game. I got 96%. But because there's always something that's always hidden in the post-game.
Mainly the hidden characters.
Yeah, I think I missed one treasure in the Bomb Factory, one treasure in the entrance to Subspace, and 3 hidden characters.
Yeah, Samus may be a little clumsy, but she certainly racks up the damage.
Die!
One thing I will definitely agree got nerfed was her charge shot.
Mm-hmm.
On the plus side, she has super missiles now.
That's good.
And they even look like super missiles.
Green
Green spherical warhead and everything.
Yeah, of course, yeah, the thing is, yeah, you had to do a smash attack with side B or use super missiles. Otherwise, it's just...
Normal side B, standard missile, Holmes, that sort of thing, kind of weak.
Yeah.
Smash side B, super missile. Shorter range, goes straight, hits hard.
I'm sorry, I'm just not digging this remix.
Yeah, it's okay, but...
I mean, it could have been so much better.
Why not epic lore Norfair, huh?
Yeah, but then it would have been just a simple rip of Magmore Caverns.
Hello, Salvo.
Oi. Come on, don't be shy. Is that supposed to be Fractale? From Super Paper Mario?
Let's do it.
Oh, whoops. Ah. Anyway, all you can do is just force it out of hiding. Ow!
Or get pwned.
Or that.
Yes.
I mean, that's always an option, I suppose. Oof. Azelf! Or Azelf. I try to remember, it was, wait, Mesprit is the being of emotion. Uxie, knowledge. Oh, Azelf is the pixie of willpower.
Yes.
Yes, one of the 3 mind spirits of Gen 3, I think?
Gen 4.
Yeah, I was about to say 4.
And oddly enough, of the 3...
Sits with Dialga and Palkia.
Yeah. And it's very fitting. Azelf would actually have like the strongest attack stats of the 3. Uxie focuses more on defense. Mesprit's balanced. I am looking forward to Black 2 and White 2.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Oh, did you hear, Katie? In the anime, they're actually gonna do Series 2 of Best Wishes.
Alright.
No,
I heard that one.
yeah. What would it? Oh! Ouch! Basically, Series 2 of Best Wishes is going to focus on East Unova. And of course, Cynthia and Dawn are going to make a reappearance too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And of course, it's got to tie in with Black 2 and White 2, obviously.
Wait. They're releasing a 2.
Yeah.
The sequels to Black and White.
That's weird. Why not just release a 3rd version like they did with the last 4 gens?
Because it's not the same. It's years after Black and White.
Yeah, 2 years, in fact. And many things...
Very, very funny, Nintendo.
Lots of things have changed in 2 years. For one thing, the male rival from the original is now a gym leader.
Oh dear God, no.
Yeah, Charon's a gym leader now.
Joy.
And the Dits.
Bianca is now Juniper's assistant.
Ding!
Oh yeah, and of course, there is a bit of a tournament in Black 2 and White 2 where you actually have to fight the Kanto gym leaders once again.
Oh yay! I'm gonna be interested in.
I think I know. Giovanni.
Oh, Giovanni's back, yeah.
Back.
Apparently, it's going to fall in the game continuity where he's reformed.
This makes sense.
It does make sense.
Because he said to Ash/Red, Team Rocket is done. I'm done. I'm going to be a breeder.
Although I'm kind of curious who will do Viridian's gym thing then. Will it be Giovanni or will it be Blue?
Gary.
Or Blue. Well, I don't know, really. It's probably both. Probably both.
I think Bo's gonna be more interested in seeing what Misty looks like now.
Yeah. She's gonna have her Heart Gold Soul Silver attire, most likely.
Yeah.
One piece and jacket makes sense.
Not to mention the longer hair, which I'm definitely liking.
Yeah, the longer hair is good.
Anyway, time for another infiltration of the bomb factory, except this time as another party. With a rather fitting trap from F-Zero X. Climb up and get the last chance. AKA the theme of Whiteland in F-Zero X. Yeah, basically we gotta make our way to the inner bowels of the facility and rendezvous with Samus and Pikachu.
Yeah, you're gonna run into a lot of auto lances in this level, and if you're on a higher difficulties, they're going to destroy you.
Mm-hmm. fact, I nearly got destroyed. Well, as you'll see, because there's like several traps as well as moving platforms. Oh yeah, and those too. Whoops. Oh well, didn't use certain
Falcon!
buttons. With a simple jab. Like, I didn't even need to unleash my full power for that one.
Or the Knee of Doom.
That's it. That's a standard A air move, isn't it?
No, forward A air.
Ah.
The knee!
Boom! That's
Falcon
probably
backhanded.
the most potent non-special attack right there. Oh! Oh, fail.
Oh, go you. Yeah, obviously, even at normal difficulty, the home run bat fails to knock out metal primits.
Well, he hit you in the charge sequence, too, so...
You know what would be really scary? If we're able, if hitting someone with the tip of the home run bat would instantly KO no matter what.
That'd be funny.
That would be scary. Although, personally, I think I prefer throwing the bat.
The issue with the home run bat is... drainage. There we go, okay. The bat applies a huge amount of...
Nice recovery.
Thank you.
The bat applies a huge amount of knockback to it. If you bounce enough times off the walls, you will survive, because it will get used up.
And somehow I'm not...
That's why there is the...
And somehow I'm not squished.
That's why there is the Cave of Life in the Temple of Light from Melee. If you're in the lower left section of the temple, you are basically guaranteed, no matter how high your damage climbs, you will bounce off of something that will put you back on solid ground. I've tested this with everything on 99 damage. Not even the friggin' bat can kill you in that corner.
Youch! Whoa-ho-ho! Yeah, laugh while you count!
Oh. Ball!
Wow, the spark bomb evaporated into a stock ball.
Is that like a depleted nuclear warhead?
Probably so.
Makes sense.
Whoops. Yeah, this is tricky, especially with Falcon. Instead, he'd rather just do his knee than actually hit upward. But eventually I get it. There. What's in here?
Goodie?
Stickers? And...
Another goodie.
Bowser in his wedding tuxedo! The moment he was waiting for his entire life.
And it turns out to be a sign of the apocalypse.
Oh, that's hilarious. Speaking of which, I still got Super Paper Mario. I think I'm doing that, and then I'm sending it to you.
Yes.
Well, first I need to get my hands on Thousand Year Door again.
Ah, it's true.
My brother currently has it in storage.
Meaning you're gonna have to needle him until he gets it back?
Yeah. He also has my copy of the collector's edition of The Legend of Zelda. Meaning, no Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask either.
So he's got your copy of the anniversary collection?
Yep.
That's not cool.
Well, then again...
When you get your hands on that, though, let me know.
I will.
Because I am the Zelda expert on this team.
Of course you are. You're an expert on anything that's Nintendo.
Well, I could make an argument for Zero knowing almost as much as I do on Metroid.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're in the factory. Donkey Kong must feel right at home here.
Factory?
Well, considering there was a factory on DK
He hates
Island.
factories is the thing, because they're always being run by Kremlings.
Or the factory wasn't on DK Island.
Yes, it was. Croc Industries. As well as Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Except in Returns, it was run by the Tikis. I don't understand why Nintendo didn't retain ownership of the Kremlings.
I don't know. maybe face the fact that the Kremlings pretty much say screw that, we're not gonna mess with DK anymore. Especially after all the times Karul got his butt handed to him.
Well, that would have been an in-story explanation. I'm talking about why they didn't bother trying to...
I don't know. That's something that not even the world's best conspiracy theorists can solve. Of which you're one of them.
Oh, no, I just know that all of Rare's property got bought up by Microsoft, and they're sitting on it. Case in point, Banjo-Kazooie, nuts and bolts. Great game, not what I wanted.
No.
And there's also the fact that you can't even use cheat codes on the Xbox Live Arcade versions of the original 2 games without having your save files destroyed.
Yeah.
And don't they tease you at the end of nuts and bolts?
Yeah.
Disabling achievements is enough. It's not that hard to simply save a cheats disabled X1 or 0 on a save file.
It's called...
lazy pricks.
That's called the marketing team thought of everything.
Well, if they'd thought of everything, they would have simply had a little 1 or 0 indicating cheats used.
Yeah.
Ganondorf says, kill them all. Go!
Oh dear, that's a lot of bombs.
The boss, however, says, no, enough death, enough death. The real boss says, screw you, do it!
Eep. Even though the minister tries his best, it's just not enough.
The R.O.Bs are no longer free anymore.
Oh.
They are just pawns.
Oh dear. This many bombs, the island of the ancients will cease to exist. Ugh. Fail.
Hyper beam, babe, hyper beam.
Apparently, in this continuity, she doesn't have it.
However, the minister has had enough.
The Master Robot!
Rob Prime.
Well, isn't that just Prime?
Transformers jokes galore.
I was about to say, is not Optimus Prime. No.
No, that was Primal. AKA my preferred Optimus, actually. I liked Primal more than Prime. He was more snarky, he was more laid
Well,
back.
Optimus Primal was young. He was a rookie, even.
Which one was Primal in?
Beast Wars.
Okay, that's what I thought, but...
Even so, I still like Primal more than Prime, no offense.
Well, of course, it also helped that his team was able to snark with him, but at the same time be serious.
That's also good.
Yes, the Maximals were an odd duck among the good guy robots in the Transformers universe.
And of course, it wasn't until I learned about the so-called Great Upgrade that I was confused about the size difference between the Maximals and the Autobots.
No, the Autobots are giant vehicle-sized robots. The Maximals are all human size.
Yeah, but that's what I meant. That's what I thought the Great Upgrade was. Smaller bodies.
No.
Okay, I guess I was mistaken.
And yet, in the middle of the series, Primal takes on the role of bearing Prime's spark and becomes this humongous Autobot-sized brick house of a beast. He basically walks over all of the Predacons.
Because, screw you, dude.
Only to get screwed over near the end of Beast Machines when Megatron uses Optimal Optimus body against Primal.
Yeah.
That I thought was like that's why I thought Megatron was being the ultimate troll.
Well, he was being genre savvy for once.
Not to mention, I will say this, Megatron had an epic voice. David K, a.k.a. the voice of Clank from Ratchet and Clank.
Yes.
Yes.
Where's the fun in that? A little torment first. Yes.
And of course, we have to give
Of
it
course.
up to one person in particular for, I think he did 4 friggin' voices?
Yep. Yes, he did.
Scott McNeil.
Proto Man.
Dude, you need to get your butt back to OhioCon.
Die already!
Yeah, although, I mean, Beast Wars Megatron was pretty clever, but Gen 1 Megatron was probably the most pragmatic.
Especially in the movies. Charging up. Uh-oh.
You gotta do that, go to the bathroom. I mean...
Come
Go to
on.
the bathroom? Dude, nobody poops in video games.
No more heroes.
Well, that's like one aversion. That's like one aversion of the trope out of how many games?
Over 9,000.
Well, and there's the toilet in Majora's Mask.
There's one in Final Fantasy VI.
Which Terra uses.
Well, if you so choose.
No Tommy.
So I guess there is a slight exception to the rule.
Yes, and
By the way, the place is gonna blow up. We gotta get out of here.
Meta Ridley theme.
This surely isn't foreshadowing. And of course, it's so epic, it didn't even need a remix.
Yeah, I mean, until Other M, there was not a single better remix of the Ridley theme than in Prime 1.
Thankfully, that's one thing Other M did right.
Was the music.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Mediocre gameplay, terrible storyline, great music.
especially the remix of the Ridley theme.
In fact, there's even a foreshadowing of it in the Mysterious Creature theme. If you listen hard enough, you can catch the drum beat of Ridley's theme in it.
Mysterious Creature? Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah.
Ridley's
Spoiler.
adolescent phase.
Yeah. I was trying my damnedest not to spoil it during the Other M run.
That tail! That head!
I mean, did you guys not care at all?
No! Of course Zero and I didn't care. We hate the game.
Well, back then you were mildly amused.
Well, I had to laugh at how horrible it was. And how obvious it was.
I know. I mean,
the tail alone,
yeah.
even discounting the head.
Oh,
Epic dodging.
yeah. But seriously, I mean, I was dead on with what I had to say about Ridley and Other M. How many Phoenix Downs does this guy have?
He's an infinite stack. We just didn't know it.
So the only way we can beat him is Sephiroth's Hell's Gate.
Pretty much.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, only plotline death works. Which we finally got in Fusion.
Thank you. That's one thing the X-Parasites did that was actually helpful. Even though we got a boss
Well,
fight
they
out of
left
it.
a frozen skeleton behind. They cloned Ridley in Other M from goo they scraped off of Samus's boot when she kicked his carcass into a lava pool.
And I'm pretty sure after they found that out, they decided to not screw around with his DNA ever again.
Well, I was actually going to make the case of, if they could clone him off of goo, they could clone him off
Speaking of Ridley,
Oh, hi! You went and
Hiya,
got a
big
cyber
jerk.
suit. But then I realized his corpse blew up with the rest of the BSL station, so yeah.
Yep.
The space pirates kind of don't have a leader outside of their command.
Nope. Anyway, we got 2 minutes to defeat Meta Ridley. And of course, oddly enough, in the Green Maze, Ridley and Meta Ridley are separate bosses.
But then again, everything in the Great Maze is an echo of the real world, so...
Yep.
Well, as real a world as you can get out of the world of trophies. Oh. Yeah, all you can do is just spam thunder and hope for the best. Or your air moves. Whoa.
That can be reflected.
Yeah, but we don't have. Yeah, but we don't have Fox or Falco in the party.
Or Fit.
Or him.
Just, you know, actually what I like to do is a standard AAA combo will knock Ridley off of the back of the Falcon Flyer. What I would have done with Pikachu if I had been doing this, just do the infinite headbutt. Hold A. Pikachu would have just gone, headbutted him all.
1 minute to go.
You're doing fine.
Yeah. It's not gonna be Pikachu who deals the final blow. Whoa. Or is it? Or is it? Wait. Oh, it is. I was thinking of the Great Maze, actually. Oh, well, once again, Pikachu defeats a Dragon type.
It was super effective. For him.
Yeah. There goes the island.
Disappeared into another dimension.
The dimension of purplish blackness? Ugh. Well, looks like the whole gang is coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we'll be seeing you guys next time for when we invade Subspace.
Fine.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. So, see you then.